All right. So, as you guys know, I run a painting company and I was having a hard time with cash flow and just managing the finances and stuff. I didn't have a background in business or accounting or economics or anything like that. So, I was talking to a builder that we work with, and he was, an accountant by trade. And so now he's, a very successful custom home builder. So he gave me a couple of strategies in order to get my finances in order. So I'm just going to quickly share the first one with you guys here today. He said to go ahead and do a factoring of your payables and receivables. And what that means is how much money you have coming in and how much money you have going out. So it sounds pretty simple, and it really is. I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen. I went ahead and prepared a template for you. So the green ones are money coming in, and the red ones are money going out. So you put in whatever your income is in the green ones, and then you put in whatever you're spending into the red ones. And the way that I kind of got this set up is if you get, like, let's say that you get paid $500, so you would put that in here as one of these numbers. So let's say week one, week one can be whenever you start doing this for the first time. So 500 in there. And then boom, as you can see, it populates throughout the whole sheet. The next thing that you're going to do is put your bills in. So if you have to pay $100 that week for your phone bill, then you would put 100 down there. When you put the 100 down there, it gets subtracted from your original 500, and you'll see in the bottom that your net receivables will be what's left over after you've paid whatever bills you put into. And the whole sheet is live, so you can edit these numbers. And if you have multiple streams of income, maybe you do some side work or something, or drive Uber, and then you get an extra $450 from the Uber driving every week. Your payables would be like you have to pay an extra $100 in gas in order to make that $450, but it'll go throughout the whole sheet and it'll add those things up for you. And then on the bottom here, this is the total net receivables. That's just your cumulative. So like if you would say that you paid your bills and everything week over week, those numbers would change. So if you got another salary is, and you only made $350 this week driving the Uber, but you only had to spend $75 on the gas, and you still had to spend the $100 originally to get to work and whatnot. You'd see these numbers change across the board. So your payables are getting taken out, and your net receivables, it'll show you the cumulative at the bottom, which is just kind of everything combined. Week over week, that number will continue to grow. So if you do another 500 for this week, and then it's still the same $100, still spending the same $75, and got another $350 this week driving Uber. So you see your numbers start to really change and stuff like that, and you're going to have more than just those two bills. I have a lot of different stuff that ends up populated through there. So, it's just good to keep track of these things. So, when you can expect stuff, so you can project, if you can say that you're probably going to get that $500 every week, you can just fill all these out. Then you know where this number is at all times. And you can fill in the Uber as you get it, or, as you anticipate to get it. This kind of helps you to forecast your finances. So instead of looking at your finances retroactively or looking at them in the past, you get a map of what your financial future is looking like through, the process of working through this sheet and kind of forecasting your finances and that kind of stuff. And it'll show you where the bleed is. If you got a car payment over here that's going to be $500, and you got to pay your insurance in the same week, and that's $250, and you got to pay your light bill, over here, and that's going to cost you $150 or $100. Let's say it's $100, and you got to pay off your credit card in the same week, which is going to be, let's say you really racked up the credit card and you got to pay, $700. for that credit card that week, but you can see how it affects your bottom line here at the end once all this stuff starts getting taken out. There you go. So on this week, if you don't drive Uber, you'll see you're losing money right here. You're losing big money right here. You're $300 in the red this week, and it looks like over here in this week you're losing money as well, because cumulative has gone down now by a factor of $256. You can see kind of reflected there. This one is supposed to be adding everything up. Anyway, you guys get the idea. I hope that this is helpful. This is how you fill out the sheet. You guys can fill these bills out however you want. You know, you could say that the $700 one was your credit card, and you could just rename them. You go in and just edit them. You can say that this one over here was your electric bill, your $100 electric bill. So you can just call that, you know, electric. You know what your costs are. You know how much you're bringing in. You know, okay, I need to drive Uber on this week in order to make that money. Plus, I drove this week and drove Uber and made the money and had it stashed away, as you can see on the bottom line. You know, and then you'll have discretionary spending and stuff like that, whether you make that an allotment or you just keep whatever's left over here loose, like in your checking account or something, and then you make one of your bills like your savings or something like that. You know, that's a ton of different ways that you can do it. But basically the idea is just try to keep this number as high as possible, having that, you know, going recurring, and just watching out for the red ones, making sure you always got something coming in on the green ones. But that's just the first little thing I wanted to share with you guys about kind of cash flowing. And this is how you fill out one of these forms, one of these templates. You can customize it however you need to, but this is a game changer. It's been a game changer for me because I have so many sporadic payments going in and going out that it's been difficult for me to track. So now using this system, I've been able to, you know, manage the cash flow a lot more efficiently. And I hope that that works for you guys as well. So appreciate y'all taking a look at this. Hopefully this will be helpful for you. I'll send you guys the template and an example as well.